Welcome back to the channel, guys. Abe here from ZA Training. I want to talk to you about desi foods and how you can lower the calories in them to still eat them and lose weight. Yeah, who would have thought something like that would have been possible? Now I must say something to you just now. No matter where you're from, whether you're from the Philippines, whether you're from Pakistan, India, France, Switzerland, Belgium, Korea, Japan, China, Ukraine, Uganda, Nigeria, it doesn't matter where you're from, at the end of the day, food has energy. That's it. Why is that relevant? Because some people tend to think, or they still believe, that it's my culture and that's why I can't lose weight and my foods are causing the weight gain and my husband's a good cook or my wife always brings in junk food and we have desi desserts and all of this kind of stuff. Well, yeah, but you need to remember it doesn't matter where you're from because all foods have calories in them. It's just that certain foods can be higher in energy, makes them more palatable with the taste, and that's why most people tend to gain weight because they eat more of it. So it's not that the samosa itself is causing the weight gain. It's the fact that you're having one samosa, then two, then three, and then having more. That's what's causing the weight gain. You need to bear in mind that desi food itself, South Asian foods, inherently will not cause weight gain. So please bear that in mind. Got it? Good. Let's move on. So in order for you to structure your nutrition when it comes to a traditional household, you just have to remember a couple of key things. Okay, so number one, the main culprit behind these foods, as you probably would have guessed, would have been the ghee, the butter, and the oil. Don't cut these out. You should still use some oil and be liberal with it. It's just that you have to be mindful because 1 tablespoon of that stuff is around 120 calories. That's a lot. So just be mindful of the amount you put in. Maybe put it in by teaspoon, by the tablespoon, but don't just go crazy and pour it in by the bottle because that's going to ramp up the calories. I've seen dishes where the dish itself is maybe 300-400 calories, but it's been shot right up to 800-900 calories because oil was poured mindlessly in. We've experimented with our own clients and it's something that we've observed. Okay, so oil is number one culprit. Number two, it's going to be the palatability. So what I mean by that is if you know a certain food is your kind of weakness or your vice, then why don't you just be more mindful of that or just don't bring that at home? It's as simple as that. People tend to forget that yes, you can eat your favorite foods and lose weight, but a little bit of willpower does need to be shown. So you're going to have to learn to say no to a couple of things here and there. There we go. Number three. Let's be smart about this, okay? If you know you need to drink more water, you need to eat more vegetables, and you need to be more active, etc., why don't you do that? There's a thought. Why don't you do that? So you then have burned the calories and you've got a little bit of flexibility to have Asian foods. So again, it's very mind-boggling why people don't put it into practice. Everyone knows health. Coaches, we wouldn't have a job if everyone just did their job by eating healthy and moving more, right? So when it comes to eating desi food and you're panicking about it's stopping me from losing weight, like I said, no, it's not. It's just the fact that it's got more calories and you're eating more of it. That's it. But if you really can't control that and you're struggling, then why don't you instead focus on some healthier habits such as walking? It's free. Drink more water. It's free. Well, kinda if you're in Europe. And well, Scotland's got the best water. That's something we have a one-up on everyone else. Actually, no, Iceland is another one actually, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, going off track. So do these things to then burn energy, fix digestion, improve your overall health and well-being so that you've got some flexibility to enjoy some roti salan with your wife and your kids. You can do that, or your husband and kids, or your mum, or your family. You can do that. At the end of the day, what matters for weight loss is energy, calories, okay? If you hadn't gathered. So when people say, what's the best way to make desi dieting, oh, what the hell is wrong with me? People always want to be trying to cut Asian foods down. They're like, I don't want to quit cold turkey, or I'm going to go keto or go low carb. Well, you don't have to. You can still include these foods in there by making some simple swaps. So a couple of other things that I would say to pay attention to are, but not limited to, having chapatis only. Be very careful about naan, especially buttered and garlic naan. Oof, calories go right up. Number two, making sure that when you're having samosa and spring rolls, you enjoy them fried. When you bake them, they're not going to taste as good, and thus you're going to miss the fried goods even more, and you might end up overeating. So just something to bear in mind. Having a glass of water with all of your meals is going to stop you from overeating. It's massive. Number four is when you're having curries, try and have more chicken-based ones because generally these will be lower in calories compared to like lamb and other red meat dishes as well. So just some very, very simple things you can do. Bringing in more fruits into your day as well. Again, another massive one. People think fruit for some odd reason causes weight gain because of the sugars.
Why the f would he say that?
Are you hearing yourself there? No, fruit's gonna have fiber, it's gonna have vitamins, it's gonna have minerals and naturally occurring sugars, which are totally fine for you. If you would rather have, lots of miti chawal, you should have lots of halwa, if you wanna have all of that, but you don't wanna have a bowl of pineapple or watermelon because you're worried about the sugar content. Logic guys. So have more fruit in your diet, don't cut that out. We've seen people chomp down on half a watermelon, over the course of 2 days. It's cut down the calories significantly and they're losing weight because it's keeping cravings at bay. That's it. A couple of simple hacks for you. Now I know what you're thinking. What a waste of time. What's this guy all about? Why did he waste my time? I thought he was going to give us the secret, or he was going to break it down and give us some hidden secret that's only going to be found in the foothills of Mordor. No folks, okay, it's simple. When it comes to nutrition, no matter where you're from, no matter if you're a human or a freaking alien, at the end of the day, energy still matters. So whether you have just moved in with your in-laws, whether you live in a traditional house and you feel you've got no control over it, why don't you control foods earlier in the day that you can? By doing so, you can lower calories, still try to be in a deficit, so that when it comes to your evening meal, you are not going to have to worry because you can have that bit of calorie flexibility if it comes down to that. And then I've mentioned all those other little hacks as well that you can implement. But guys, that's really it. At the end of the day, calories matter. So it's not the food itself. You don't just eat the food and gain the weight, right? It doesn't work that way. You didn't just overeat for a day or two and gain the weight. It happened over months, it happened over years, it happened over the duration of your pregnancy. It happens over a period of time. So likewise, when it comes to losing weight, obviously it's going to take a bit of time as well, but you need to find habits that are going to stick and work for you. And that's all I've got, folks. I've got nothing else. This video will either have done one or two things. It would have got that light bulb moment ticking, or it would have really annoyed you and you're probably going to unsubscribe and never watch our videos again. But guys, listen, at the end of the day, my job is not to BS you. Apologies. You just need to be a bit more mindful, be a bit more smart, be a bit more patient, and make use of the resources that we're providing you. I'm not going to shamelessly plug the service into you. Don't bother working with us. Just ask us for help. We'll give you all the help that you need. Thank you very much, guys. As you know, subscriptions are very helpful for the channel, so please do subscribe if you found this helpful. I want you to take value from this, so please do. Hit that like button as well. Show us some love. Drop a comment below if you've got a question, and I'll see you guys in the next video.